Florida, the Sunshine State. For many, it's a place of vacation, of sandy beaches and endless sun. But for a growing number of Filipinos, it's something more. It's home. This state has quietly become a major destination for our people, a place where families from the Philippines have come to build new lives. We're here, adding our voices, our food, and our culture to the vibrant mix of this southern state. You can find us across Florida, from the bustling cities to the quiet suburban towns, creating communities that feel both new and deeply familiar, a little piece of the Philippines under the warm American sun. This is a story about finding a place to belong so far from the islands we first called home. The numbers tell a story of growth and settlement. Over 200,000 Filipinos now call Florida their home. This makes us one of the largest Asian American groups in the state. We're not just a small, scattered population. We're a significant and visible part of Florida's diverse social landscape. Our communities are concentrated in several key areas. These places have become magnets for Filipinos seeking opportunity and connection. The largest populations are found in Jacksonville, the Tampa Bay area, and the Orlando-Kissimmee region in Central Florida. Each of these areas has its own unique story of how our people arrived and why they chose to stay, creating a network of support and culture across the state. Why Florida? The reasons are as varied as the 7,600 islands of the Philippines. Some came for the warm weather, which reminds them of the tropical climate back home. It's a small comfort, the feeling of the sun on your skin, that makes a new place feel less foreign. Others were drawn by economic opportunities, by jobs in healthcare, hospitality, and other growing industries. They came seeking a better future for their children, a chance to provide them with possibilities they might not have had otherwise. And for many, the journey to Florida was connected to a long and deep history with the United States military, a bond that has shaped our community for generations. The presence of Filipino communities enriches Florida in countless ways. We're not just numbers on a census report, we're neighbors, colleagues, and friends. We bring our traditions of close-knit families and deep respect for our elders, values that resonate in any community. We bring our delicious food, from the savory adobo to the sweet halo, sharing our tables and our stories with those around us. Our festivals, our music, and our faith add new colors to Florida's cultural palette. We're building a future here, but we do so by honoring our past and sharing the very best of who we are with our new home state. Jacksonville, in the northeastern corner of Florida, is home to the state's largest and oldest Filipino-American community. This is not an accident. The city's identity is deeply intertwined with the U.S. Navy. For decades, Filipinos have served in the Navy, and many were stationed at Naval Station Mayport, one of the largest naval bases on the East Coast. After their service, many chose to stay in Jacksonville. They had built lives here, started families, and found a sense of stability. This military connection became the foundation of the community, creating a network of veterans and their families that remains strong to this day, a testament to service and sacrifice. The Tampa Bay area on Florida's Gulf Coast tells a similar story, but with its own unique flavor. This region, which includes the cities of Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Clearwater, also has a significant Filipino population. Like in Jacksonville, many families have ties to the military, with MacDill Air Force Base being a major local employer. But the community here is also known for its strong presence of Filipino professionals. Doctors, nurses, engineers, and entrepreneurs have been drawn to the area's booming economy and high quality of life. This blend of military families and civilian professionals has created a dynamic and diverse community that continues to grow and thrive along the beautiful coastline. In Central Florida, the story is one of rapid growth, centered around Orlando and its surrounding cities. This area has become a magnet for new Filipino immigrants and those moving from other parts of the United States. The draw is clear: a world-renowned tourism industry, expanding healthcare systems, and a family-friendly environment. Here you'll find Filipinos working in every sector, from the theme parks that define the region to the hospitals that serve its growing population. The community in Central Florida is newer than those in Jacksonville or Tampa, but it's vibrant and full of energy, quickly establishing its own cultural institutions and support networks. These major hubs are more than just places on a map. They're anchors for our people. They're where you can find Filipino grocery stores stocked with familiar ingredients, making it possible to cook the dishes that taste like home. They're where you can attend a Catholic Mass spoken in Tagalog, a comforting ritual that connects faith and language. These cities are where our community centers stand, where our children can learn traditional dances, and where we can all gather to celebrate our heritage. They're the living, breathing centers of Filipino life in Florida, providing a crucial sense of belonging for thousands of families. The story of Filipinos in Florida is deeply connected to the story of Filipinos in the U.S. military. This history goes back over a century. A special agreement between the United States and the Philippines allowed Filipino citizens to enlist in the U.S. Navy. For many young men, this was a path to adventure, to see the world, and to secure a stable future. They served with honor and dedication, often working as stewards and cooks, roles that were essential but sometimes overlooked. These sailors were pioneers, the first wave that established a Filipino presence in American port cities, including those in Florida. After completing their long years of service, many of these Filipino sailors had the opportunity to become U.S. citizens. Faced with the choice of where to build their post-military lives, many chose to stay near the bases where they had been stationed. Jacksonville, with its massive naval station, became a natural home. These veterans were the cornerstones of the community. They bought homes, raised their children as American citizens, and sponsored relatives to join them from the Philippines. They created a chain of migration that was built on family, duty, and the dream of a new life in the country they had served. Following this first wave of military families came another group of pioneers, the professionals. In the 1960s and 1970s, the United States faced a shortage of medical workers. The Philippines, with its excellent education system, had a surplus of highly skilled doctors, nurses, and medical technologists. Many were recruited to work in American hospitals, and a significant number found their way to Florida's growing cities. These professionals were not just filling jobs, they were building institutions. They became respected leaders in their fields and in their communities, proving that Filipinos could excel in any profession. These early professionals, alongside the military veterans, laid the groundwork for the thriving communities we see today. They understood the importance of creating their own spaces. They pooled their resources to establish businesses, from restaurants serving authentic Filipino cuisine to remittance centers that helped families send money back home. They founded community centers and cultural organizations like the Philippine American Cultural Foundation in Tampa. These physical spaces became vital hubs, places where our culture could be preserved and passed down to the next generation, ensuring that our heritage would not be lost in a new land. In today's world, community is not just built on physical streets, it's also built on digital highways. For Filipinos in Florida, online platforms have become incredibly important tools for connection. Facebook groups have emerged as virtual community centers, creating spaces where people can ask for advice, share news, and find support. Groups like Fil-Am Association of Jacksonville or Pinoy in Tampa Bay have thousands of members. Here, a newcomer can ask where to find the best bibingka, a parent can look for a Filipino babysitter, or a small business owner can promote their new catering service. These digital spaces help bridge the distances between us. Local news platforms and online magazines also play a key role in keeping the community informed and connected. Websites and social media pages dedicated to the Filipino-American experience in Florida share stories that matter to us. They highlight the achievements of community members, announce cultural events and festivals, and provide information on important issues, from immigration law to local politics. These platforms give us a voice. They ensure that our stories are told, not by outsiders looking in, but by members of our own community. They help us celebrate our successes and navigate our challenges together, strengthening our collective identity in the Sunshine State. Of course, these digital connections are meant to support, not replace, real-world interaction. The true heart of the community is found in gathering together. It's found at the Philippine Cultural Foundation, Inc. in Tampa, where children learn the Tinikling dance and their parents volunteer to organize the annual Phil Fest. It's found at the Bayanihan Arts and Events Center, a place that hosts everything from weddings to cultural workshops. These centers are more than just buildings. They are living symbols of our resilience and our commitment to preserving our heritage. They are places built by the community, for the community. Ultimately, for Filipino families in Florida, community is everything. It's a safety net in a country that can sometimes feel vast and unfamiliar. It's a source of comfort, a place where you can speak your language, share your food, and be understood without explanation. Community means having a network of Titos and Titas, uncles and aunts by affection, if not by blood, who look out for you and your children. It's about recreating the spirit of bayanihan, the Filipino tradition of communal unity and cooperation. In Florida, thousands of miles from our ancestral home, we have found a way to build a new home together.